aside, you are the one that the longest time in the FAM. So your thought actually on Malaysian team for this tournament?
I had high hopes for this Malaysian team. Seeing the team that was announced and assembled, I think it's the best Malaysian team that I've seen for a long time. Of course, it was disappointing with the first match, losing to Jordan. That was a difficult situation for the team. And they were a bit unlucky against Bahrain, from what I see. So hopefully they can bounce back and have a good performance against South Korea in the final group stage.
What is the chance for Malaysian team against South Korea? Your personal thought?
Of course, it will be very difficult. I have a lot of respect for South Korea, a lot of top players in their team, no doubt. But I also never forget, back in 2018, Asian Cup, Datuk Ong Kim Swee masterminded a win against South Korea at the Asian Games. So I definitely think that if the game plan is there and the approach and the preparation is there, then Malaysia can compete with anybody.
After 2 years, Kim Panggon took over as a national head coach. What do you think, or what do you see that need improve? I mean, to get Malaysian football on the same level as Australian is.
I obviously haven't seen a lot of the Malaysian national team since I've been away, but look, I think it's important to focus on junior development. I see a lot of good young players coming through now. I follow the under-23s team as well. That I work with a lot of those players, and it's good to see one or two of those now getting national team, senior team experience. So I think it's really important to focus on the junior development.
You with the under-23 squad, Malaysian squad, do players still keep in touch with you, or if yes, who and what advice did they ask you?
Yeah, it's more of a personal contact that we stay in touch with. So you know, there's some great players that I have a lot of respect for, the likes of Ajamal, Harith, Lukman, these type of players. We still keep in touch from time to time, as I say, more on a personal level than professional, but I'm always following them in their careers, and I love to see them progress and succeed in what they do. And I was really happy for that cohort of players to qualify for the Under-23 Asian Cup later this year.
Okay, aside, do you see what is the biggest difference between Malaysian Super League and also the A-League?
I would say the A-League may be a little bit more physical. You know, the A-League it has its salary cap in place as well, which tends to even the league out a little bit. So there's not a big difference between the top 2 or 3 clubs and the other ones. Of course, in Malaysia, there's 1 or 2 clubs that are very dominant, and that sometimes you could say a big gap between the top and the bottom ones. So it's a little bit more even out in the A-League, I would say. And as I say, a little bit more physical, whereas I'd say the Super League in Malaysia is probably more technical.
Would you recommend a young Malaysian player to go abroad to play in A-League? And what's the advantage if our national player, the Malaysian player, go play outside?
Yeah, I think any opportunity for any young player to play abroad, whether it be in Australia or elsewhere, would be great, to get a different experience. If they are brought into the national team and they're playing in a different country, they can bring back a different type of culture into the team, something different that is coming from outside of Malaysia itself. So I think any opportunity that young players get to play abroad should be seriously considered.